little better. That's a little better. Got a shiny aluminum step ladder there, and the sun reflecting off of it right on me there. Why I'm so blanked out. There you go. Oh, hey, Tommy, and One Stop. Do hope y'all are doing well. I don't know. Oh, hey, it's that light reflecting off that Volkswagen. Give me a minute. Oh. I'll be right there. Just a minute. Yeah. Oh. Man. Oh, well. It's so bright it glows. Maybe I just need to stand up on top of a lighthouse. God, it's blanked out. Ah. Let me go back up here and see what y'all have been saying while I've been running around trying to get this light handle. Tanya, West Virginia, Grover Matic. Oh yeah, nice weather here today. Boxer Taz, Bobby, good afternoon. A beautiful day indeed. John Holly, hope you're doing well, doing great. Notification works. Have fun on that. Good afternoon, Byron. Hello, PawPaw. Hello, all. 100% says Skeeter. You weren't going to stream on YouTube anymore. Well, hell. Oh, speaking of that, let me go check something. Oh, well, hell. I told it to. I don't know if it's. Well, let's see if I can go right down here and edit something. I do hope that let's see, quick monetization. Oh, good, it's that one. Okay. All right. Robert Williams, I had so many requests, so many people asked me to please come back because there's a lot of folks that sit at home and ain't got nobody else. They're all alone, and they said that coming on my live stream, they felt like somebody was sitting in the living room talking to them. And I don't know if anybody paid me a higher compliment than that. So here I am. Bless y'all's heart. At least those of you that don't want to watch have the power to say, screw it, I ain't watching that again. Oh, hey, PawPaw, says Leo. Oh, it's 76 in Southern Georgia. Well, it's going to be 72 here today, Byron. Good to see you, Thomas Silks. Herb the Hammer. So sorry, PawPaw, the police caused you so much trouble. I saw the video situation yesterday. I'll talk about that in just a second. PawPaw, good to see you. We glad he is leave as is. Okay, yeah. Well, hey, says Skeeter. Gary Hogan, boy, I ain't seen that name in a long time. Hey, PawPaw, good afternoon from New Brunswick. Sitting there having a beer. Well, I'm having me a little bit of coffee. I'm trying to lay off the beer for a while. And the whiskey. And the wine. Oh. Hey, sun kicking dead. It sure is. Gary, I hope you and Rain are doing well. Girl, we're almost 60 in Dayton. Open all windows. The air out of winter. We're still locked down. Body over here. Future's so bright. Gotta wear shades. Oh, me. Oh, my. 72 in Huntington. All right, Gary. What's the temperature in Tennessee, Bob? 51 upstate New York. Well, it's 71 over there for Gary Hogan in Huntington, and it's about 68 where I'm at right now. It's supposed to get on up in the 70s. Like string, PawPaw. Thank you, West Virginia. Dora Noriega, Buenos Dias. PawPaw hugs from Paul Sanabria, myself from Fresno, California. Miss laying down in bed with my man and watch your live streams. I'm on lunch break. PawPaw doesn't disappoint. This day in history, Alamo under siege. PawPaw, hit that like button, everyone. Hey, Diane the Cannon Nana. I don't remember if I asked you or not. I know I mentioned it. But Diane, did you make it down to the Recall Gavin Newsom festivities there on Ventura Beach? We saw a blip of it on TV. You know, I think Fox News said just before it was really getting fired up. So well, waiting for man to 4 footing. Cool. Building you a new house, are you, Gary? Well, PawPaw, Portland, Tennessee. All right. Been missing you, says Rick Martin. Well, I've been putting out a live stream or video almost every day here for a while. I don't know. Do want to touch on that video that I posted about the PawPaw. Y'all, I think I've said it before. I'm not the type of person that sues somebody. I think, well, you've heard me say, I think the world is sue happy. Every time you turn around, somebody wants to sue somebody for something. And I try to put myself in the PawPaw's place as far as how would I react. And I would have done it different, but I'm 60-something year old, not a rookie cop. I'd handle things a little differently, especially since I was standing there at the door watching for a minute. So I can sit there and I can evaluate the situation and see that this guy ain't, like rant and raving, pacing the floor like he'd just done something terrible. He's just sitting there shooting a breeze. So I would have handled things differently. A lot of people sue. Well, if a man or woman sues your local government, your city, your county, your state, whatever. Who is getting hurt? It sure as hell ain't the politicians. Oh, the politicians going to get their paycheck. I mean, yeah. If I was to sue the city, that money would have to come out of general funds, and it means, in a nutshell, I'd be taking money away from our local parks. I'd be taking money away from our city schools. Be taking money away from our street department. Taking money away from our fire department and the PawPaw. But it would be taking money out of the general fund that keeps the little town I live in going. So, and hell, I don't need the damn money. Not that way. So, I never, pardon me. So I never entertained the idea of suing them. Well, I entertained the idea. I did talk to an attorney, and he said it'd be very difficult. You know, you got your local judges and your local police department. They ain't gonna rule against one another. They're on the same. You know, they all feeding from the same trough. So I said, I ain't worried about it. Had this one old boy left a series of nasty comments. You always draw some trolls, now. You always draw some people pain in the ass. I'm not going to give him the glory of telling y'all what his name is. He is a subscriber, been subscribed about 3 years. He left a comment about how I kicked him off my live streams because he said something bad about one of my friends on here. And I'm like, yeah, you're on my live stream and you start putting down fishing and picking or Byron Glover or Diana Can, oh, especially Diana Cannon. Now, don't you let me hear you or read or see you or whatever talking bad about Diana Cannon. Nana, I will whoop that ass. About the only way I can do it though is just say, beep, you're blocked. You could never leave a comment again. Well, I guess he changed his name or something. Anyway, he left some comments and he was like, he was basically calling me names, insulting my intelligence and all this other stuff. Said, you done blew your chances of suing them because you did this, you did that. I'm like, I never said I was going to sue them. And he said, you didn't drop your gun until they told you to. And that's an outright lie. I walked towards the door. I saw that it was police. I laid it down, and then I opened the door, showed them empty hands. Like I said, they never acknowledged they were PawPaw until you saw that one woman walking through the house screaming and hollering. So he left a tirade about 3 pages long twice, and I deleted both of them. And he left a bunch of comments on some other people, deleted them, banned him from leaving comments again. But some people, they don't understand. They say, well, you'll probably ban this comment because you do that people you disagree with. I'm like, yeah, it's my channel. Duh. If I disagree with you, I ain't letting you get free rent on my channel and on my message boards. You don't get free rent. So that's just the way it goes. My way, man. Portland, Tennessee. Rick Martin been missing. He's not good to see you. I had neck surgery and have been down a while. Love your live stream. Thank you, Rick. Gordon Davis, nice beard. Well, thank you. Victor, Colorado. 30 degrees on the mountains, says Dwight. We bought a Twin Cities barn to live in. And they're going to let you? Is it going to meet standards? Going to meet building code? If it does, that's great. No, I didn't make it. I signed a paper petition now, though. I haven't been able to do much the past week, back completely out. Barely get up and walk, super painful. Oh, I'm so sorry, Diane. I thought you're a better man than me. Once I knew the cops were in the wrong, I would have told them to get the F out of my house. Well, fishing and picking, it's like this. I knew that these two young women that were standing here at the door with guns drawn, I knew that they were rookies because their picture had just been in the paper a few weeks earlier. I mean, they brand new cops. It ain't like, okay, guy shows his empty hands, you put your gun away or you point it down or have it ready. Oh, hell no. They both got them pointed at me, brother. You don't need to piss nobody off when they just shaking like that. They got adrenaline flowing and they ready. Oh, I'm ready. Oh, yeah, give me an excuse. Give me an excuse. Oh, no. You just, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Comply the best you can. Talk in a nice, calming voice. Don't don't do anything. Don't be aggressive or assertive. Be compliant. Act like a little wussy. Let them feel superior so that you don't get the shit beat out of you or shot. You just go ahead and swallow your pride and let them act like they the big cheese. And then later, when it's all over, then you bitch about it, which we did. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if this don't get back to them. Ah, don't municipalities have liability insurance? Oh, I'm sure they do, Byron. Well, again, what happened the old time? I'm gonna sue you too. Don't give me a notification you were live. Or Jordanian 8. Maybe you need to uh, unsubscribe or subscribe back. Just because you're a subscriber now, don't mean that you get notified. You got to ring that little bell. Look, see if that little old bell is activated. Not too many people with that kind of integrity, Paul. Apologies warranted. It is, Byron. I think so. Anywho, have subscribed to me and mentioned PawPaw and email. Your free gift is coming shortly. I've not been able to get up the pack packages. Oh, that's very nice, you, Diane, sending people free gifts. Well, at least one every live stream. My favorite independent news guy is abusive YouTube stuff. It has an abusive YouTube stuff. No codes. Cool, Gary. 70 degrees in Virginia. I'll fall out. The whole thing really pissed me off, especially them not announcing they was police. The whole thing was bullshit. It was, Wesley. It was. But, what are you going to do? Live and let live. Good afternoon. Glad to see it warming up for you. Oh, me too, Matt. It's warming up. We're not going to have any more freezing weather, at least for the next 10 days that the forecast shows. Supposed to get a little sunshine tomorrow, and then here come the rain. And it's supposed to rain for 5 or 6 solid days, maybe 7. One day a little bit of sunshine, and then set into raining again for another week. They're calling for our area right here to get 6.2 inches of rain over during this next rain spell. 6 inches of rain, that's a lot of water. Gotta go see you, Gary Hogan. Tell Rain I said hi. I do hope everyone's doing well today. I wanted to get out here and try to accomplish something, anything. My wife's on to me, time to clean up the yard, and I'm like, why? You ain't cleaned the house. Oh, did I say it out loud? I missed every live stream of yours where you mentioned my channel. They sent my PawPaw, you get a free gift from me. Yeah, you have, Diane. You're too kind. They were rookies. They shouldn't have been the first to knock. They should have been watching. I agree with you, Brent. But like I said, I had only split seconds to make a decision of how I wanted to handle it, and that's the way I chose to handle it. And I healed. I was pissed, but I healed. Jason Stowe says, if you just want to kill your wife, you wouldn't stop making a computer-generated voice. You'd kill her and call. That's pretty much true, you know. Wave, here's 48 from Matt. We are well here, PawPaw. Glad you put that out yesterday. I shared the video to bring awareness. Hope that's okay. Well, hell yeah. Share the hell out of it. Share it, everybody. Share that video. And then, of course, YouTube says we're not going to monetize it. I think because the cop used the F word, and so did I. And it was also in print, you know, where I put in there, who's in the effing house? And I'm like, is this any way to act? So it took away monetization. So 3,000 something views. Can't win for losing. Maybe I need to just quit putting out so much controversial matter and just start fixing shit. We started brewing 3 liters of lemon wine using fresh lemons and PawPaw's recipe. Why? Well, how the hell do people that call get your address? Oh, I think somebody had tricked me into sending it to them because they said they wanted to send something to me. You know, I emailed it to them. I haven't seen that video yet. I think I missed something major. Hoping you're all right. Oh, yeah. Diane, it's posted it yesterday. It's retired military veteran gets beaten down by police on his own doorstep. I was watching live last March, and you were answering questions for me when first knock happened. Yeah, we was talking about making homemade wine. Yep. And see, what I didn't notice that I don't know if anybody that was watching noticed, or even if it was just so fleeting when it didn't get your attention. But when I went back and I made that part of the video, I saw where their flashlight was flashing in my room, you know, where they was looking around. And then I think it's 57 seconds later, knock, knock, knock. So they stand there for a full minute, or almost a full minute, after they shine their light in there looking. And I'm just sitting there in front of my computer, like I always do. Oh, just be you, PawPaw. Don't let the few and brainless change you. Why we come, you are, period. You are you, period. Okay. And NW 8000. Hey, someone that would do that. Sure, we got a few screens loose. Oh, I know who did it. I tracked him down, and he had even recorded it. He knew what he was doing. He recorded it and then put it on his channel. Like, hey, look what I did. I told him he might want to get rid of that as I'm turning him into the PawPaw. And, you know, you just might want to grow up a little bit, not do that no more. Poof! The video disappeared off his channel. Oh. That's good. Well, oh my goodness, you're going to watch it on my phone. Still be here. Everyone needs a PawPaw. You'll do, brother. Making 10 gallons of banana wine and 6 gallons of blueberry. I'm sure that's not the only reason they didn't monetize it. They deleted my comment. What happens when you post while mad and drink the PawPaw's wine? No, I'm probably the one that deleted your comment. Were you on live when it happened? I was, Diane. I was. Hey, Teflon Wine. Jacob. Long time must have been away for a while. Noah Chestnut. Something messing with you, PawPaw. Oh, no, it was last year when the cops beat on the door, then beat on me. Hey, Michael Villalobos. Oh, yeah, Diane, he was. Look at it. There you go. Somebody made some comments as soon as that black female cop walked by the computer and saw that we was live. He live. He live. It's live. He said that their attitude seemed to change markedly. I don't know if it did or not, but she's like, "Oh shit! Okay, more chicken recipes." Well, actually, I do, but I don't want to share it on here. I'd rather make a video, but I'll tell you anyhow. What's a few views gonna matter? Uh, I've been taking. I've been fortunate enough to grab some whole chickens my local grocery store here, half price. And I'll just take the packet out of them, the pack of the liver, the gizzard, and all that stuff. I'll take that out, rinse it off, put it in a pot of water, and start putting it on a slow boil. Add some black pepper, no salt. I've got to watch my salt. I'm sure. I think them damn chickens, I think probably injected with some salt water anyway. But anyhow, I'll cut the stem off of jalapenos, and sometimes cut the jalapeno up, sometimes not. Just drop it in there, and I'll dice up an onion. Sometimes I'll add a little hot sauce. So I got usually the fresh jalapenos work, and I'll just let that cook, let that simmer until I can reach in there and pull the bones out, and just leave chicken and broth. And I buy that California medley, that cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots. They have it here in a what they call a steamable bag. It's only like 95 cents, sometimes 75 cents, 12 ounces of vegetables. And I'll throw that in the microwave. And then what I'll do is I will dip out a cup of that chicken broth, good and strong, good and rich, because ain't no extra water been added to it. I'll put it in a bowl, and then I'll add a cup of water back to the original, and I'll put them vegetables in that chicken broth, and oh my God, I think it's good. Mm. And then as the bones are getting out of the pot, and you're getting down, the meat softening up and it's shredding and all. Man, you talk about a good chicken soup. You can also put that over quinoa. That's good. It's all good. I just cook whatever I got handy: carrots, onions, tomatoes. Hell, I don't have to eat fancy. Oh, he live, yeah. I still watch the videos of Noah. That's part of the stream. They changed their attitude. You think they did, Joe? I don't think you would have believed it. Plus, they sent me a message. Oh, okay. Listen. Local man makes citizens arrest of 8 unidentified Leos. Can't wait for my wine to get done. Crazy thing is, been 30 days. It's still bubbling. Well, it must not be maintaining a steady temperature of 70 degrees Fahrenheit or better. California medley cracks me up. Well, that's what it's called, Diane. It's that it's sliced carrots and broccoli florets and cauliflower florets. That's what it's called. Years ago, I had the law kick my door in looking for drugs and found out the wrong house. It was off my address east and west side of the lake. I'm on the east, and they wanted west. Ain't that fucked up? PawPaw, man, the weather's nice. This sure is, Leo. I'm sitting out here enjoying it. If I sit in that house where the lighting is subdued, shoot, all I want to do is eat and take a nap. I get out here, some pretty sunshine on me. I'm ready. Oh, I'm just not sure what they call it. I don't know either, Diane. Hey, Diesel. I'll tell you this, Diane. I've never had any luck whatsoever of growing carrots or cauliflower or broccoli here. Never, ever had any luck growing it. I ain't never had no luck growing Brussels sprouts. Okra grows like weeds. I love my okra. And tomatoes grow well. Cucumbers, melons. But we ain't got that year-round growing season like you got. That's one thing I would enjoy is having nice weather like that, where I could not worry about is frost going to kill my plants. Got a new door out of it. Well, that's good. Good afternoon, PawPaw. Nice and springy weather up here now. Cool, Melvin. That's what I was saying. I put in the most consistent temperature controlled area in my house inside of a box, so it can't get any light, but still must be fluctuating. Good afternoon, Michael. MK6, I'm sure it's fluctuating, but it's got to stay above 70. Anytime it drops below 70, it basically stops, and then it's got to restart. And unless you got some heat source that's maintaining that temperature, if that temperature drops on that quart and a half of liquid, it takes a while for it to warm back up. So, well, I'm gonna tell y'all what, that I made in that ice chest is the best I have ever made. It was so consistent because the temperature was 100 degrees the whole time. The whole time is 100 degrees, or at least it was where I had my temperature probe. But it at 30 days, it finally quit bubbling. I think at 30 days. Usually only takes 3 weeks. But after 30 days, I'll let it sit in there a little more. I think I'm not sure. But it turned into be just the smoothest. It was very mellow, and I liked it. And David's wife really liked it. Timmy Gilbert says, "Hey, gorgeous day here. I'm making wine today." Said, "Mom, I bought the ingredients to make some myself yesterday when I was at Aldi. Bought me some more sugar and yeast and juice." Over here, you got roughed up the top. Could have been one of your trolls. Oh, I know who sent the call. Those are all in the same family. Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. Very stubborn plants to grow unless you have the perfect climate. Even here, if it gets too hot. Didn't know that. Carrots should be good by you, though. Well, they are, Diane, if you got the right soil. Well, let's face it. If you got hard, rocky soil, carrots, they want to go down and, they're underground. And if you ain't got soil right for them, I ain't going to push a rock out of the way, I don't think. Oh, hello, y'all and PawPaw. Hey, Pete, 3 Pete. Oh, I got my phone in there on the charger. Can't call David right now. David, are you watching? He's supposed to go to the doctor next week. I'll be glad when he gets straightened out. Matter of fact, I think I've got a doctor's appointment next week. Just a regular checkup, semi-annual or annual. I don't know. Jacked up Santa double crossfire itchy boom boom rookie movie. This wishes you, David. I just got me 75 pounds of sugar on sale, 26 cents a pound. That's pretty good. Love growing green beans, tomatoes, okra, cabbage. My favorite green beans are Vortex pole beans. I really like the Kentucky Wonders. I think it's Kentucky Wonders. They grow about yay long, and they're indeterminate. Them vines just keep on going. I mean, just keep on going. Hey, Beetle 4, get a 5 or 10 gallon pot and a good bag of soil. Try carrots, radishes, beets in that. Now, don't have any trouble growing radishes. Matter of fact, we always talk about for the children to get them interested, give them radish seeds because them little things grow before you know it, it's time to eat them. Of course, kids don't want to eat them because they're hot. I made raised beds 2 feet deep for those, says Matt. Well, so Diane, the Cannon Nana, what are your plans today, hon? You see your back's killing you, you can't hardly move. Are you just trying to lay around and heal up? Got you some homemade wine? I use Super Thrive solution. Helps all plants and veggies grow. Cool. I like Miracle Grow. And if you look at all it is you just look at the three numbers on the back, figure out what's fertilizer. But it's I feed a few spoonfuls to my lemon tree every now and then. But I'm looking forward to get my tomatoes planted right here. I figured if them daggum things grew 15 foot and there's more tomatoes than I could eat growing right there, wasn't no need in changing spots. I ain't grown none there since a few years ago. And of course, I had people say, well, you don't need to grow there because it's in the shady area part of the day, and that's why they're reaching up to find the sun and all that. And I'm like, I'm picking tomatoes from the ground to as high as I can reach on a ladder, and the guy's telling me I ain't got a good spot that I planted my tomatoes in. Some people's children just makes me shake my head. Oh, about 25-pound sugar, $15. Worked for a guy who tried to make a radish planter. Did not go well because there were about 1 million in an acre had to go and send them, but needed it. But it ended up a disaster. Wow. Yep, just laying down. Can't stand for more than a few minutes. That's about it. What variety of tomatoes do you have your best luck with? Like a big boy or other varieties? What I mean. Noah, I like cherry tomatoes. Little cherry tomatoes, when they turn red, just pick them and eat them. Uh, they get red quick enough that you can get them before the bugs or the squirrels, birds, or anything else gets to them. But I like cherry tomatoes. There are no muss, no fuss. Uh, Now I do like big boys and better boy. I do like a beef steak tomato, but I just I just like the convenience of just being able to walk out and just grab a handful of little cherry tomatoes and pop in my mouth and eat them. Wipe them on your clothes, wipe any dust off, just pop in your mouth. I'll eat okra like that. I'll pick okra right off the stalk and eat it. Cucumbers, I'll do the same thing. Uh, Sugar peas, don't bother me none. Uh, Matt uses horse shit for fertilizer. Hey Travis M, everyone's master gardener. Chicken poo, grown tomatoes and salt. I'm ready for some, says Wayne. Good afternoon, Jennifer Hunter. Beautiful day here in Alabama as well. Little beef steak tomatoes, one slice covered sliced bread for a sandwich. Absolutely, Teflon. I like them. I usually plant cherry tomatoes. I plant beef steak for my sandwiches. That's it, Travis. I did learn something. I'm repeating myself. PawPaw sent you a text when I use Super Thrive. Okay, thanks. Sirens. Yeah. Something beats us. Oh. Oh. Uh, Yeah. I may have already told y'all this. If I have, bear with me. Some people haven't heard it. I didn't learn this till a couple of years ago. But there are determinate and indeterminate plants. You look at the seeds, if it says indeterminate, that means they'll just grow. And determinate have been developed where, like tomatoes, the bush only grows so high. And then it stops. It just pushes out. Well, hell, them indeterminates what them cherry tomatoes was, and they, like I said, they's 12 foot high. It was awesome. I loved it. Now, those of you all that are expert gardeners, and that people talk about cut the suckers off the vines and all that. Well, I'm like, well, way I look at it is plants need photosynthesis to develop. Well, why do I want to cut off all this greenery off of them? Well, just leave the vines where the tomatoes is. Well, hell, I figured you need them other leaves to absorb sunshine and make the roots stronger and all that kind of stuff. I figured as long as you feed them good, it shouldn't matter. But to each his own. Oh, Pensacola, damn it, girl. Canning 48 pounds of asparagus. That's something I've never planted. Because you got to wait 2 years before your first ones come up. I don't know if I could wait 2 years on something I planted. Yellow pear heirlooms. I've had the little ones. Little yellow pears. At least you get a warning this time, yeah. In the fall, I till in a mix of chicken food and sawdust. Cool. We're all wet to 52 in Pennsylvania, says Jeff. And wow, I never knew that. Got slicing good tomatoes on a dish, sprinkle good olive oil, fresh basil, refrigerate 30 minutes. Delicious Italian calabrese. Ooh. Hello, PawPaw got it for 79 cents a pound. Hell, I don't reckon first off food planting at that cheap, should you? I'm looking to see if my sunchokes will come back out again this year. They did last year, had a few blooms out there, nothing like the first year, but I have done absolutely nothing. I've not fertilized them. I have not thinned them. I've not done the first thing except that 1 year when I planted them. I dug a few up to sample because they said they're supposed to be so invasive. Well, they come up good this year. I may sprinkle a little fertilizer on them. But that's a pretty cool plant. That sunchoke. Look forward to it. I need to go ahead and get some planted out the farm where we're going to be moving to. Can you do asparagus in a container? Just bring them to the garage so it doesn't freeze during the winter. Hell, I don't know. Can't plant it for that cost. Heck no. I grow asparagus, but not enough to can them. We'll buy some more tomorrow after 99 cents a pound. I want me some sunchoke. Well, hell, Google it. They're out there. People sell them all over the place. I think sunchoke's pretty cool. And they do taste good. But I want to get my crop developed and let it be doing its thing. These people talk about how it just takes over their yard. Well, hell, can you think of anything better than have a never-ending food supply? That you ain't got to do nothing except go out there when you're hungry and dig it up and eat it. I just come out there to mix some water for my tomatoes. Last year, my cherry tomato plants were looking good. I mixed some water and cow poop water with it. A few days later, it perked up. Well, heck yeah. My first year here, I took post hole diggers and I dug a hole about the size of a 5-gallon bucket. And I put pure hot chicken poop about 1 inch thick in the bottom of that hole. Sprinkle a little bit of dirt over that. Then I mix some dirt and chicken poop 50-50. Put a bunch in the hole. And then I think that I had just filled the rest with dirt, maybe a little bit of mulch or whatever, or potting soil the rest of the way up. And I had a piece of chain link fence, and I had some pieces of telephone pole. And I set 3 pieces of telephone pole up, and they stuck out of the ground about 8 foot. And this is a 6-foot chain link fence piece. And I tied it onto these 3 poles. It started about that high off the ground so that it reached on up, And I laid a soaker hose over the top of that thing. I'm on a well. So I turned the soaker hose on, just barely turned it on, so it just barely dripping. And I never turn it off for the whole season. Barely dripping. And I go out there every morning with my cup of coffee, and I would tie up my little tomato plants, get them running all over the place where I want them. I filled up the kitchen table 3 or 4 times with tomatoes, about half a dozen plants. It was amazing. I picked tomatoes till I couldn't stand no more tomatoes. We froze tomatoes. We ate tomatoes. We gave tomatoes away. Finally, I just got tired of it. Neighbors come up. Can we pick some of the tomatoes that's growing back there? They're still growing. You can have them. And the hell, they picked themselves 5-gallon bucket full. That was my best year growing tomatoes. But now I nurse them things. I'd be out there with a coffee and a cigarette every morning before I go to work, and I'd fool with them for an hour. But I enjoyed it. Roma, I won't tell here where now. I just canned some and did another video. If there are any beginner canners, that's great to start with. Thank you, Diane, for sharing it with us. Yeah, Roma's, I noticed last week was marked down cheaper at Sam. They got the Haas avocados this week are 39 cents. What do you pay for avocados out there, Diane? I don't trim the tomatoes either. I did one year, got 50 bushels. The next year I didn't trim, got 48 bushels. So I don't see it worth the extra work. Fed cherry tomatoes to rabbits before I knew I had tomatoes out to R. Tomatoes like coffee grounds too. Okay. 7 3-pound packs of hot dogs, $1.69. Canning them next. Hey, y'all, what have I missed? Not a thing in the world, Lisa. Not a thing in the world. I hear Roman tomatoes are good to make a salsa. Yeah, they are. We aren't very picky though. When Roman tomatoes are 75 cents a pound and what I call sandwich tomatoes are $1.50 a pound, we just slice up Romans and put them on bread. Oh. Now, folks, I appreciate all the kind words, all the moral support you've been giving me. I'm going to be sharing I'm going to be sharing a link in the description box under this live stream when I get done with it. That I'd appreciate if you'd go to and donate $1 if you can. My grandson, they're having their annual fundraising for the school system. But at least my grandkids are actually going to school. They're not being, Tennessee is open. We're wide ass open here. So our children go to school. We're not on the left coast. No offense, Diane. But we're not in one of them crazy states where they don't want children going to school. But anyhow, it's just a little thing where they've had what they call a fun run in the past, and this year they're going to dance. And for every minute they dance, people donate whatever, or you just donate a flat sum. So I would really appreciate it if you would go click on this link and at least watch the little video. It's so cute because they put your child's picture in the video. It's really neat the way they do it. It's always something every year. So you get a chance, watch it. If you can throw a dollar or two his way, I appreciate it. Uh, they got a little link there where you can donate. But I don't expect everybody to be able to do it, but anything will help. And I just I tell my grandson, and he says, "Well, who is this person?" I say, "That's PawPaw's Doing It Cheap supporters. That's my YouTube uh, subscribers doing that. I want to do YouTube when I get older. So I wish you'd do it now. Be like Ryan, make the family some money." Oh, smoked a butt and peach sauce yesterday was awesome. Peach sauce. I pay nothing. They grow everywhere here, so I am always getting them in the store there. 49 cents to $1, depending on size. Well, that's at farmer's market. Lots of BLTS. BLT. Yeah. 3 of my grandkids are going 2 days a week. Tech's opening up, not as much as I like, but we're opening up for Travis. Roma tomatoes are 40 cents a pound right now. There's 75 here at Aldi anyway. Now, Diane, you talk about growing seasons and all that. So, is fresh produce grown year round in your area? I'm sure there's maybe a season for this or that, but for the most part, are all your lettuce, tomatoes, onions, is all that stuff grown year round? That works for the school district. Absolutely. No wonder people are willing to put up a bunch of crap to live in California. That's Southern California, though. That climate down there, I've noticed that's pretty good for growing a crop of homeless people. Man, them things, they'll sprout right up out of the concrete sidewalk. You ever notice that? Bless their heart. Oh, yeah. Yes, I grow year round as well. We're cleaning out our garden now, starting seeds. Wow. I reckon I need to. Yeah, we're not supposed to have freezing weather for a while now. So I may have to get out here and get in here and get a bunch of seeds planted under the grow light. At least get them sprouted and ready for here in a few weeks. Well, I don't know. Our last frost is usually April 15th. I told my son-in-law, I said, they don't need to plant that garden yet unless you're going to cover it up. Just back a year or two ago, in the first part of April. And he said, yeah, but the weather's so nice. I said, we have our last frost April 15th, I'm telling you. Well, we've had good weather now. We shouldn't have no problem. I said, whatever. April 15th, hard frost killed every plant in the garden. Don't listen to old people, you young kids out there. Don't listen to old people. We don't know what we're doing. Ask a teenager. They know everything. Oh. So we can only grow 5 months out of the year in New York. I missed you, Santa. Well, that's because you were a bad boy. If you'd been good, you might have got something this past year. That's right around Mother's Day here in Colorado. I have to plant early and cover things. Oh yeah, if I would get out here and cover plants, we could probably start putting stuff in the ground. Oh, we have our biggest snow usually around March 10th. First, second week of March is when we traditionally have had our biggest snows. Because that cold air comes from the north and that warm Gulf, moist Gulf air comes up from the south and meet right there, and that's where you get that. That's where you get your snow. But I reckon I could sneak out there and try to get something in the ground maybe the third week of March. But I just have to watch it like a hawk, go out there and cover them. And I ain't doing that. If I can't enjoy having a garden, I'm not gonna have it. And I am gonna plant with cardboard again this year. I love that method. My goodness, that was so convenient. That's frost around. What do you think? I'm getting ready to build a cattle panel greenhouse so I can start earlier, said Lisa D. But my tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, zucchini, herbs, and cucumbers have not stopped producing since last spring. I'm more than doubling my garden now, doing a video on my seed plans soon. The same plants just keep on going, huh, Diane? That is incredible. It was cold here in Texas last week. I'll take 90 degrees over 8 degrees any day. Heck yeah. 67 right now for Diane. Potatoes, yeah, your root crops can. That's right, Lisa D. Plant last week in May, picking October. Except for I built a greenhouse out of 3 swing sets, so it helped as well. Snowiest months are usually March and April here. Yes, my tomatoes went crazy. You know what? I wasn't even thinking about it. I got an old swing set sitting over yonder in the brush. I could dig that out, throw plastic over it, and have a little greenhouse here. Because I got the greenhouse at the farm. Well, I've been looking around. I'm going, God, how the hell am I going to move? I bought a tractor trailer to use for storage. I was going to have them pull it over to the farm and we just start moving good stuff there. And I met a little bit of resistance from my wife and daughter. Oh, crap. The plants need to be replanted, of course, fruit crops mostly. Oh, yeah. Have you, as Bob, ever lettered race cars? Absolutely, Daryl. Hell yeah. Bunches of them. And hell, I used to have my own race car. One of these days I'll find a picture and I'll show you some of my cars. I used to race dirt track and what they called outlaw mini. Well, they had a pony class, which basically was all 4-cylinder Pintos, and then they had outlaw ponies, and that's where you could spend a bunch of money making a Pinto run. I was getting 11,500 RPMs out of a 2,300 cc Pinto motor. I had a lightened and balanced crank. I was running S-Slinger engineering heads, aluminum head with a roller valve, overhead cam. That thing going, oh yeah. That's the most fun I ever had with my clothes on. Amazing greenhouse, 4 years old, still growing. Oh my goodness, Matt, that's amazing. Q4, yes. Okay, thanks. Why do you ask, Daryl? Do you think you know me from a past life? Yes, Matt, tomatoes are amazing plants. Daryl McCurry. Where you from, Daryl McCurry? Well, where you from, Daryl? Texas. Well, I don't know how you would have known me for that, but okay. Tractor, trailer, good idea for storage. That's what we did. Well, they're cheap. The one I bought, I paid pretty penny for it. I paid $1,800. That's delivered. It's got aluminum floor in it, not the old wooden floor. It's got aluminum floor. The interstate battery trailer, and it's 48 feet long. And these daggone portable buildings you buy, they're ridiculous price. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just jack this thing up, knock the bogies, the axles out from under it, and the jack down tongue out from under it, and lower this thing right to the ground, sit on maybe one or two blocks, just like these storage buildings. But hell, all you gotta do is throw a coat of paint on it, make it pretty. My wife's talking about painting it white and letting her and her daughter paint flowers and rainbows and shit on the side of it. I don't care. But yeah, a whole lot cheaper to use them for storage buildings. I tried to buy a storage container, but they tell you one thing over the phone, another thing when you get there. So we didn't go that way. What's on your next doing it cheap project? God Almighty. Well, I got a bunch of unfinished projects around here, but I reckon I have got to get a go-kart going, that or a mini bike for one of the grandkids. Better get it going and sell it one way or the other. I don't know. But that's one of the reasons I got this cleared off. I want to get out here and start working on one of them. It's fun to do. That's probably, as far as a project, that's what I've got. I've got the engine, I've got the centrifugal clutch, and I think I've got the chain. I got everything I need to put the thing together. It's just a matter of doing it, painting it, and all that. But I bought a bunch of engines from Harbor Freight. They were open boxes, or a box got wet, or whatever. These 212cc, 6.5 horsepower engines. I was getting for like $35 each, brand new. Well, I bought all I could find, and then I've got a 301, a 301cc, and I think a 400 and something. And then, of course, I've got that 27 horsepower at the farm. Ain't figured out what to put that in yet. I got an idea. There's always something to do. I guess actually what my next project ought to be is cleaning up around here. I shouldn't even start another thing. I should not do anything except start straightening up, making things look nicer. I do want to clear out under the carport over here so I can pull a car in. Yeah, that's probably what I ought to do for a project is straighten up the place. Especially since I've made my name known to the city, drew attention to myself again with that video yesterday. So got to straighten up out here, so they got that bitch at me about. Hey Jeremy, what you doing, man? They're on here. Yeah, go kart with a 30-pound cut. I think you meant a 30-inch cut. Paint a big old American flag on it. Says Travis in. Yeah. Please hit that like button. Show your support, PawPaw. Well, Diane, we can't complain too much. You got 77 people and 77 thumbs up. That ain't too bad. Oh man. And so I've sat here an hour and 5 minutes running my mouth when I'll be up doing something. I ought to be ashamed of myself. TB, have a good day. Oh, cannot believe that light. I thought that if I put my camera to the back, you wouldn't have that light shining in, and it's hard to see out here. Well, I reckon since I glow in the dark. Hey, 320. Son, it still kits those Predators to squeeze 12 14 horsepower out of one. Yeah. Those carts are awesome. Yeah, they are. Upon I see, I just watched your video about the Nazi police using your court. It'd be the norm now. Let's protect her and more do as I say or else. Hell, it wasn't even a porch. It's just right here at my front door, right where the concrete is. So the beaches. Oh, well. Feces occurs, you ain't going to stop them all. Yeah, some of them you ain't even going to slow down. Outdoor addiction. Well, hey, where have you been hiding outdoors addiction? Oh, my goodness. I've got people here I ain't seen none of Coon's age. Speaking of coons, some of you know it, some of you don't. I caught raccoon number 11 2 days ago. Raccoon number 11. Crazy. I watch you on the TV in my shop while I attempt to get something done. Well, hell, I need to be over here getting something done myself. There's this one boy. He run a live stream for a long time. Matter of fact, he's one of my subscribers. And I tried to watch his stream, but all he'd do is he would just set his camera up, and he wouldn't even talk to the people that was leaving comments or anything. He just doing his little thing in his little bitty shop, and I'm not going to say his name. I'm not going to embarrass him or insult him. But I'm like, this is stupid. So I try not to be too stupid for you all. Try to do a little something. At least talk to you. I come out here because I need to get stuff done. Then I feel guilty if I step away for a few minutes to do it. Trying to stay thawed out in Illinois. He's on my TV also. I chat on my tablet. I see I'm recovering from shoulder surgery. Really bored. This helped so much. Cool. Well, hey, Diane. Whoa! Whoa! I love doing that when people have a big screen TV on. Oh. Hey, well, guy, PawPaw, you scared the shit out of me. Time of year you have to keep a towel by the back door to clean the dog paws. Oh, I miss my dog. Watch you on my phone working on my lathe in my shop. Cool, Jacob. Wood lathe or metal lathe? Illinois here too, said Lisa D. There are so many channels that put their camera on and clean the house, and they have tons of subs. Ain't that something, Diane? I need to get busy myself. Have a good one. See you, Geek and Nerd. Woods, Indiana here says Wedmore. I have a milling machine, but I don't have a metal lathe. I think it'd be so cool to be able to make your own bushings and stuff. I see so many people that when they're making these whole projects, they'll use a piece of conduit or whatever just to make something to hold a bearing. So they put an axle in. I'm going, man, That is so neat. Got their own metal lathe where they can turn that out right quick. But oh, they're expensive. Even the little bitty thing from Harbor Freight's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Travis lives on 5 acres that backs up to 300 acres of woods. Catch comes left and right there, nuisance for chickens. I struggle with new subscribers, but I actually teach skills. Y'all, if you're not subscribed to Diane, make sure you are. You just stop right now, go to Diane the Canning Nana, and you subscribe to her channel. She is one of the sweetest ladies you will ever meet. She is nowhere. She ain't nothing like PawPaw. Now, this lady is nice. Her channel is kid friendly. She encourages children to watch. I mean, she teaches canning and food preservation and just all types of wonderful household hints and how to, this type of arts and crafts stuff and food. So get on there and go ahead and log off of me. Go subscribe to her and come back. And make sure when you subscribe, watch a video, you let her know PawPaw sent you, okay? And she will send you a gift. In other words, she'll bribe you for your subscription. If you'll subscribe to her, she'll bribe you. Oh, that was 5 acres. Oh, Diane, you're worth it, darling. Diane, she truly is a very nice person. It really is. You'll know that the minute you watch the first video. A family friend used to have a little machine shop. Just had an auction in his there sales. He did my dirt black motors my whole life. It's an art. It is. You still use your sawmill often, PawPaw. I've not used it yet. I had it sitting here in the yard, cut up some cedar, took it out to the farm on a trailer, covered it with tarp, and it's still sitting there on the trailer. First 5 acres go to medium-sized pond stock. Blue cats, pine trees, are in nice. The plan was bought the farm because my wife wanted to be near my daughter. We buy it 1 mile down the road from where my daughter's building a house. I told my daughter, I said, here's what you do. You move into this farm, you move here. That way you're under no pressure to hurry up and jump through your butt. If somebody buys your house, you're under no pressure, jump through your butt, go find an apartment or whatever. You move here to this farm. I said, we're not ready to move yet. I said, my in-laws live across the street. Your mom ain't going to want to move while they're still there. So, there's no hurry. So you go ahead, get moved. Y'all take your time, get the house you're selling, in sellable condition. Do whatever you want to do to it, fresh paint, whatever. And then you don't have to take the first offer. You don't have to lose any money on it. Okay. They moved. Son-in-law did what was necessary to make it in sellable condition, fix it up nice, freshen it up. 35 minutes after they listed it for sale, they sold it. 35 minutes. I guess the realtor already had somebody on the line ready for a house. But they signed the papers. 35 minutes later, the realtor says, okay, it's sold. What? So I told my daughter, I said, now there's no hurry for you to build your house. Why don't you save some money while you're not paying rent? And I said, you don't pay me a penny's worth of rent. I said, you being here is taking care of my place for me. I said, we're not moving yet. And I don't want to rent the place out. So y'all live here. And then then when you're ready, build your house. At that time, the builders is way behind. Way behind. Well, Trump got all the interest rates dropped down to next to nothing. So everybody and their brothers building houses, right? I was at Lowe's, hell, just the other day, on a 2x4 that was normally $1.25 was $6.75 for an 8-foot 2x4. I go, what the hell? So the cost of building a house right now is through the freaking roof. I told him, I said, don't get no hurry. I said, stay here. So I got too much shit to do right now. So I'm in no hurry. But that's one of the reasons, like, my sawmill sitting there ready for me to play with it and a bunch of other stuff. I just don't want to impose on the kids. They done put in a swimming pool for me. They bought a new side-by-side refrigerator, ice and water through the door. They bought a new dishwasher, a new water heater, furnace, the central air heating air unit. I mean, hell. That house be brand new when I get ready to move into it. Refrigerator, freezer, and the dishwasher. Only thing wrong with them is they developed a water leak somewhere. But you know me, I'll fix it. I'll have me a daggum ice and water refrigerator in a garage. Oh Lord, I got behind. I'm so sorry. I'm so very sorry. Yeah, Brian. I'm not really. I just welcome new people and appreciate everyone. Mrs. Couples, how are you doing? I watched the video of your local PD visit. I was outraged. There are no words how upsetting the entire incident was from start to finish. Some things are just hard to comprehend. I know. Hey, Cord Oliver. Thank you, Cord. Lisa D. Diane, I'm going to look for you, champ. It's really nice to find wholesome people. Glad I found this page. Oh, Wedmore, I'm not at all wholesome. Oh, not me. You want wholesomeness, you go see Diane the Cannon Nana. She's a sweetheart. I'm just no grumpy old fart. I just tell it like it is. I don't pretend to be nobody. I'm like you. I'm like your uncle or your grandfather or whoever. I just tell it like it is. There's no filter between here and here. I'm so with you. It makes me so happy. I have the same sawmill and love to use it with my horse barn. I built my horse barn with it. That's cool, Matt. Well, I have about 12 acres of eastern red cedar trees. Come down, thanks. Hey, Gigi. Thank you. Email me for your free gift. thecannonnana@gmail.com. Same with any of you who subscribed, and thank you. Cool, Diana. Glad we got you a couple more today. Wedmore, I'm a real estate appraiser. I tell my friends, pack, if you are listing right now, been like it for over a year, busiest I've seen before 2006. Wow. Man, I subscribe to your channel and see later how friendly you are really on her. She is a nice lady. Diane, just subscribe. Look at here. All right. Jason Story, thank you. I answer every comment and email personally. I read every comment on mine too. But if you're an asshole, I delete you. Your comment does not show up until I have approved it. It's just like yesterday, people were watching that video about PawPaw. And somebody said, I can't believe no one's left a comment. Because that was right after I first listed it. And I hadn't had a chance to go in there and read any comments. But when you leave a comment, don't expect to see it until I have had the opportunity to read it and approve it. And you'll always know I've approved your comment because I give you a thumbs up and a heart. But if you hadn't received that, then I haven't seen it, or you were a butthole and I just deleted your comment and sent you on your way. Yeah, Jason's toy Diane's a lot more friendly than I am. Wyatt Doolittle just watched your most recent video. God bless. Good luck. Thank you, Wyatt. It was a prostitute before. She might want to bring that sawmill home, make your own. No kidding, Jacob. No kidding, man. And just subscribe. Yeah, thank you. Noah Chestnut. She seemed like a saint. Lisa, thank you. Oh, you are you. Just do not realize. You are you. Just do not realize. Okay. Lisa D's Hillside Homestead. You're welcome. I grew up around grumpy old farts in mountains of Kentucky. Diane, 5,000 plus subs. That is amazing. Just started the channel myself, but not too serious about it. Diane, do you only have about 5,000 subs? Diane, what is your subscriber count roughly right now? Diane, thank you. Now, my iron on sawmills is really slow to shut down because no orders for lumber or pallets. Just sub to Diane. Looking at the buy one at the end of this year. Have mine filtered, but only for unfamiliar like words. Well, I check there daily now because comments sometimes get sent there for no reason. Yes, I'm at 50. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to change that. We're going to have to change that. I will make a point, Diane, if I can remember. My memory's like something else I've got. But I will try my best to, at the end of my videos, to get a plug for you. For people watching my videos, you know, I can recommend your channel. Try to see if we can send you some subscribers. Well, the problem is I got to make sure that I don't associate your name with anything that's disrespectful or controversial. You know, I'll put yours on like a gardening video or me fixing something, but not anything political or, like I say, controversial. And make sure that I haven't used any wordy dirts. Because what kind of reference is it? You're watching a video and the guy's old gruff SOB and he's cussing like a sailor and oh, and by the way, by God, you watch this woman's channel. Do you hear me? I don't think that would go over too good. You watch her and you subscribe to that woman's channel, by God. I don't think so. One more. 6,000 giveaway plan. Cool. And I will comment after I get done here. I don't know how to email. I watched the first video. I didn't like it so far. But well, she is a nice lady. Diane and her husband did something for me that I was just gobsmacked, to quote the Brits. Said, PawPaw, this is for you and your wife. You just let us know when. And it blew my freaking mind. And I couldn't believe how nice she was to me and my wife. Super nice lady. I just did a huge 5,500 giveaway. I have my computer set up now, so I've been changing my thumbnails and tiles around a bit. Lots of great things to come. Grant Fine, I say, good afternoon, just subscribe. All right. We're getting you some subscribers here, Diane. I'm serious, you all. I'm serious. Help the woman out. Now, you know, I try to be helpful, and I try to answer your questions. I try to make videos and you know, on the homemade wine, the tips and tricks, and I'm always answering your questions. And I try to be nice to you all. I don't ask nothing in return. So if if I've helped you in any way, if you've learned anything from me, well, then show your appreciation by subscribing to Diane the Cannon Nana. That's the best thing. That's all I can ask. I don't need your money, but she could sure use your support. PawPaw, you get so much. I hope you know that. I don't know about that, Diane. 538 videos. Damn, today. Yeah, I said you can't wait to watch. That's a crying shame. The woman has worked hard, put out 538 videos, and ain't got less than 6,000 subscribers. That's a crying ass shame now. Uh, I was telling Idaho Hillbilly one day, he commented about how he's not getting very many subscribers, and I said, "You're too nice." He said, "What?" I said, "You're too nice to people." When he and I talk amongst ourselves, it's a little bit different than what you see on camera. And he makes darn sure he don't let nobody see him smoking, or tries not to. He don't let nobody hear him say a wordy dirt, or he tries not to. Uh, there's never ever any controversy on his channel, or tries not to. I told him, I said, people, I said, they love your wife's cooking. Do some more of them cooking videos. I said, I have people asking me to cook something. People like to see different things to cook, different ways to season stuff. So he's just plugging along, doing his thing. Is that a press behind you? A press. Oh, you're talking about this? No, well, I've just got that jack just sitting there, just be sitting there. No, this is a pallet stacker. This wooden thing right here. This is the 2x4s I laid on top of a pallet. I've got a winch hooked up. See the cable? Oh, I got this winch hooked up. I can raise this up and lower it down to the ground. I can winch ride a lawnmower up on here. I can raise it up to workbench height. Like I need to work on a flat tire or something, I can bring it right here, and I ain't got to lay down there on the ground. Makes it really nice. Oh, good, Natty. I started making videos 3 years ago. It's on YouTube Live for the very first time on your channel, PawPaw. You truly gave me confidence to do lives and more videos. Awesome, Diane. Thank you all so much. I believe you are talking about this pallet jack. Yeah. Good. Look at all these wonderful subscribers. You people are awesome. Thank you for supporting a fellow YouTuber here, and a feller cheapster. She likes doing it cheap. Oh. Yeah, you should give PawPaw your number or whatever. You probably could be in his live stream. My friend has a small press that kind of looks like it. I have a hydraulic press that's brown back. Oh, believe me, Diane and I know how to get hold of one another. Well, I don't think she's got my phone number. She could have it if she wanted, but her husband probably wondering why she got a strange man's phone number in her phone. And she said, "It's not a strange man, it's Santa Claus." Oh. Diane, I don't know why you love my channel, hon. I'm just old grizzly old fart, just fooling around, just telling it like it is. Oh. Anyhow, I've got to get up there. I've done let. Oh my goodness, it's after 3 o'clock. I've been sitting here an hour and a half. Well, I'm going to turn this camera around. Y'all see me in case I go down, in case I end up falling down. I can't get up. Somebody can call the PawPaw for me. Oh, yes, I text you. It's on the phone. Jack knows who you are. He watches when he's home. Oh, I know that, Diane. I know. Oh, pardon me. Like I say, if y'all ain't subscribed to Diane, please do. There's no reason not to. It don't cost you a thing in the world, and it would help the lady because uh, they YouTube don't even recognize you as a channel till you got like 10,000 subscribers. It's craziness. Or maybe it's 10,000 views. I don't know. Anyway, you ain't gonna go wrong. You ain't gonna go wrong if you subscribe to Diane. And y'all don't hear me suggesting a lot of people on here to subscribe to, do you? So I don't just throw it out there for anybody. Thank you, everyone. You all touched my heart. They made my day. Well, that's so sweet, Diane. Take over 1,000 subs, do a live, I think. Cool. All right. Well. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna turn this camera around. I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna do just a few minutes of work. I've got to write down. I've got to get my camera, take a picture. I've got 4 tires over there that I need to sell to somebody. I got to get stuff cleaned up around here. Tried to do a live feed a while back. It would not let me. You Papa say, do it, we do it. You're a great person. Do lives. We're doing them more often as soon as my back feels better. Thanks for feet. I got to go do my shoulder rehab. Bye. See you, Wedmore. Or BW Edmore. Or B Wedmore. Whatever. Wedmore. Yep, B. Wedmore. Oh, okay, cool. Is it Byron? Barry? Bill? Wanda? Billy? Bob? Bobby? Brent? I will not get out of this recliner. Oh, man. All right. Well, let me get this turned around. Like I said, I'm only going to be doing something for a minute. I'm going to go grab my camcorder so I can video what them tires are. So I put pictures on Marketplace. I am finding out that the YouTube community is where all the good people are. Lisa D, there's some nasty people on the YouTube community too. I'll be emailing everybody back today. Thank you. Well, Diane, use the Control C and Control V function. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel today. It means the world to me. Copy. And then the next one, paste, paste, paste. Where's your natty? Hey, Dale Hicks, I ain't had a beer in quite a while, man. I can't lose no weight drinking that beer. And I gotta lose some weight. Got to. I mean, got to. I mean, pretty soon, they're gonna quit making overalls big enough for me. I keep buying bigger ones and bigger ones and bigger ones. I think there's only 2 sizes left. Yes, the YouTube community is absolutely amazing. We support each other. Depends on the circle you get into. Extremely blessed to know the people that I've come to know over the last 3 years. Cool. Over 3 years. Yeah, there's some real winners out there. I'm saying that tongue in cheek. There's some real bozos, and it's just like having a garden. Now, Diane, how you like this analogy? It's just like having a beautiful flower and vegetable garden. It can bloom and bring forth goodness and beauty to the world. But you got to kill them damn weeds. You got to weed out. You got to get rid of them weeds so everything is nice. I've had to weed out a few, let me tell you. Okay, watermelons don't make wine 15 different gallons. So far, the ones I found are great, says Lisa D. I have to laugh. A bunch of ladies have come over to join me from Homestead Tessie's channel. And they come over here and they get shell shocked because Tessie's so sweet and I'm not. And it's like, what have I got myself into here? Oh, well. Oh, pay attention so it grows. Okay, now I will say that I enjoy your continent. Your continent, I think you meant content. Oh. There you have it. Well, heck, I'm not getting nothing done. The only way I'm going to get anything done is I'm going to have to just get off of here. That way I don't sit right back down and spend a bunch more time. That's how I found you through Tessie. Back then you'd have us both on live. I don't remember what that program was, but I can't do it no more. I can't add anybody here. I think it's a different software. I forget what it was. I forget what that software was to be able to do that. Yeah, well, Lisa D, where you came from too. Hey, bike contest. Well, I tell you what. I'm not just going to drop off of here, leave everybody hanging. I'll give y'all a chance to converse with one another and talk about whatever you want to. Y'all can sit here and play with each other, and if you don't play with one another, you can just sit there and play with yourself. I'll be back. Is he trying to get things packed up? Nah, just trying to straighten up a little bit. Also, if I can get to the store, I plan on buying asparagus, more Roma tomatoes, and some boneless chicken leg meat. Can this week depends on my back. Oh, no, not the trash. Ooh, can't wait for that. I'll butcher some fresh Jason's toy. Thank you. Is he throwing them out? I imagine they're old tarps and holes. Oh, they're rotted. Rotted. I've got good tarps. Those are just rotted. Oh, I found our Disney trips as well as other places to visit, so not all can. I'll can anything, says Michael. Can or Gordon. I do cooking recipes, some sewing and crafts too. Mask making coming up. Cool. Me and the wife got our shots. Glad to get it done, get over with. Byron says, I've been in the truck since 5:30 this morning. Just set the brakes at Rockin' G Farm. Leftover burnt ends and salad for supper. Damn it, man. Good. I count about 80% of our food, says Diane. That's amazing. That really, well, hell, I imagine taxes y'all got to pay in California. You got to try to save $1 where you can, don't you, girl? It's craziness. The cost of the taxes y'all got to pay in California. It just blows my freaking mind. You know, here in Tennessee, we don't even have state income tax. I should ask Diane how to sew some harnesses from a chicken wagon. Yeah. I can't imagine how expensive it must be to live out there. Me neither. But what blows my mind is how expensive housing is out there. I have a nephew that's in real estate, and he's showing me houses that are, you know, $1.5 million, $2 million. I'm sitting there going, that's a $200,000 house here, or maybe $250,000. I can't believe it. Well, you want to see some crazy prices just for shits and giggles? Get on Realtor.com and go down to Key West, Florida, and see what the little houses sell for in Key West. We're talking 500-600 square feet, $1.5 million. Little bitty things. Of course, it's a little island, Key West ain't that big geographically, so, and they ain't making no more of it. So, whew. It's crazy though what they charge. Well, damn, I guess when the world ends, you'll be sick. I would love to just travel to the different. The military has what's called transient housing, basically motels on base, on most of them. And if there's space available, any veteran, well, let me rephrase that, any active duty, guard, or retired veteran can rent a room or a little house or whatever, just apartment, whatever they've got that they use, a little suite. Anyway, my wife and I and my brother and his girlfriend, we rode our Harleys down to Key West. We stayed in Navy housing down there, and it was like, I don't know, $31 a night per couple per room. And we're right there for $31 a night. Couldn't beat that. Had kitchenette or kitchen. Basically, it was a common area, living quarters. I mean, like TV, couches, all that, dining room table and chairs, and a kitchen. And then off of that was 4 bedrooms. And so you didn't know who you're sharing a common area with, but $31 a night ain't no big deal. But you had privacy of your own bedroom with your own TV and the whole bit. But just to get away somewhere like that, they would stay in Key West for a month for less than $1,000. Not bad. Not bad. For Patrick Air Force Base or Cocoa Beach, I've stayed there. I stayed at Homestead Air Force Base down the southern tip of Florida. Stayed a lot of places. Ryan says, I was born in Hollywood. Grew up in California, so I don't know differently. I live in Ventura, Oxnard area. Housing is expensive, but we are near the beach too. Dirt is expensive. Houses are free, like razors and blades. Oh, that's lost on you, Paul. Kiss my ass. I live up northern New England, and the problem we have up here is all the people from New York City, and New Jersey come up here to buy our houses. How you doing this fine afternoon, Paul? Oh, Cart Crasher, I'm doing great, man. Well, I can most of our food and dehydrates, is telling you. I know some people who moved from California. They sold their home out there for $700,000, bought the same size house here in Tennessee for 300,000. Yeah, that is so cool. That's why I began my channel, teach and encourage people. Lived in Walnut Creek. Went over to a friend's house for supper. It was a nice place, about 1,600 square feet. Made at 1.8 million. Man, my friends want me to teach them the process of construction on my new place, so I have to wait. And yes, we know a lot of people moving out of state. We love Cabo San Lucas Canyon. Seriously, consider moving to Los Cabos or Ensenada Park. Time to retire. Question of the day: what's the difference between dinner and supper? It depends on where you was raised. I refuse to get caught in that trap of what's at noon? Is it dinner? I refuse to get caught in that. Dinner's at night. I call it breakfast, lunch, and supper. Period. Some people call dinner lunch, or lunch dinner, and some people call the evening meal dinner. I call it breakfast, lunch, and supper. There ain't no confusing it that way. Elbows. All my family in Italy, New Jersey, New York, and Oregon. I watch it a lot. Just don't comment. Hey, Bob, eh? Oh, man, it's supper time. Oh, da, 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 da. I concur. Dinner usually is a bigger meal. Bar and location, Chow's on here. Somebody calls me for dinner. I say, yes, call me anything but late for supper. We always called it supper growing up. We have Leonard, I think you meant dinner on the weekend. Pop and soda. Yeah, pop or soda. Yeah. But down here, Dale, where I'm at, it's Coke. You want a Coke? Yeah. What kind? I don't know. Give me a Pepsi. You want a Coke? Yeah. What kind? Give me a Fresca. What kind of Coke you want? Orange? What kind of Coke you want? Give me a Diet Pepsi. They're all Cokes. Why can't it just be time to eat? Leonard is lunch and dinner combined. Okay, Diane, I got you now. Well, I will probably check in with y'all on live stream tomorrow. I don't know about the rest of the week when it starts raining unless I do something from inside the garage. Call me anything, just don't call me late for suppers and that. Appalachian folk refer to soft drink as dope. Really? You get a Pepsi. Do you live in Chadrick Olson? Who are you talking to? And what are you asking? Do you live in can't make it out. No more Coke, so peace repeat. All right then. Illinois. No, I was born there. My friends in Corbin, Kentucky, dude. Yeah, Coke in the very early days had cocaine in it. Yep. Like somebody said, in my day, or back in your grandmother's day, she could drink a Coca-Cola and go for hours cleaning the house. The little girl said, yeah, Mama, but in Granny's day, that Coca-Cola had cocaine in it. God, I'm blanked out there. Where is that coming from? Oh, I can't believe it. Well. It energizes you back in. It always tastes better than a 6-ounce glass bottle. Yeah. And that house is 900 square foot. Wow. All right. Well, it's been here. I've been here 2 hours. Need to do a little something more and call it a day, I reckon. I'll take my garbage can out there of the road. I've got it full. So y'all sit here and play with one another or play with yourself. I don't care. I'm gonna take this thing out the road. Got to do a few more little odds and ends before I call it a day. Oh me, oh my! Froggy T, right? I have no idea. Maybe. I think tastes better in a bottle. PawPaw, need to get going. Thank you again. You're welcome, Diane. Later on. Well, Elmwood, enjoy this great weather. Heck yeah. All right. AARP, no thank you. Single care, this gentleman. Oh, you can't see this. Single care. I don't understand how the companies work. That good RX I use sometimes. I mean, it takes a prescription down to next to nothing. Like, why? And I think pharmacist says, because we sell your information. Find Tropical Paradise, free gift plus 20% off. Oh, Bath and Body Works. Free gift. I'm all about free. No purchase necessary. Limit 1. Shipping and handling charges apply. Valid in store and online till April 4th. Well, hell yeah. If they want to give me a free candle or a free bottle of body wash or something, hell yeah, I'll take it. I don't go to the mall very often, but shit, free is free. And you know me, I like doing it cheap. Geico. Oh, thank you. AT&T Amazing TV. No, thank you. Oh, man. I used to eat so much fast food. I quit going to Hardee's when they quit having the sausage and biscuits 2 for $1.49. That's when I quit going. Let's see. Sausage, egg, and cheese is $2. I was wearing out them 2 for $1.49 sausage and biscuits. But hell, I think Hardee's got the best sausage and biscuits out of any of them. Or for you folks out west, Carl's Jr. or way down south, Carl's Jr. But anyway, Hardee's, Carl's Jr., whatever. 2 sausage and biscuits, $1.49. And I mean, you know, they got a nice big old cat head biscuit, big old piece of sausage on it. And I'm like, they losing their butt on this. But as long as they're going to offer it, I'm going to eat it. And I swing by there every single morning on the way to the farm or wherever I was going. And me and Sadie would enjoy that. And then they quit. Or then they started getting picky. It used to be they give you a coupon back. I said, hey, I need that coupon back because it says I can use it twice. Well, yeah, that's twice at the same time. You can double your order, but I said, all right, let me just double my order then if you're going to keep my coupon. They don't even have a deal on the sausage biscuit no more. Now it's a sausage and egg biscuit. It sounds like you get some. Eggs are cheap. All right, well. That's another Hardee's. I miss my wood stove. But man, all this was free firewood. I'd roll up all these papers and inserts and stuff. Use it for kindling. Just tell mailman, you got extras, just leave them here. Department of Member Benefits. Washington, D.C. Card enclosed reactivation required. AARP. No, thank you very much. Heritage credit. Pay taxes and bills. I ain't got no taxes. I ain't got no bills. Ridgeland, Mississippi. I laugh at these places. Oh, you're pre-approved. I am. This is a loan. This is a real check. See, I hate it when they send stuff like this in the mail. Somebody can intercept your mail. And it's already got your name on the front of it, the amount. And all you got to do is just take it and cash it somewhere new. I don't like that. I wish they would not do that. I got on to one of the credit card companies. They were sending, occasionally they would send out a thing with 3 or 4 blank checks in it. You know, in case you need to go cash advance here, you can use this like any checks. I had to write them. I said, I wish y'all wouldn't do that. I don't want somebody getting my mail and using these checks. So if you ask them not to send it, they won't. Neptune Society, big ripoff. Ooh. My wife never will tell me how much she's got in her checking account. I'm going to find out. Did I say it out loud? Well, all right then. That's better than nothing. I'm walking closer. Well, let's see how much it cost me to keep a refrigerator and deep freezer working over there, and occasionally I'll plug something in like the air compressor or whatever. For me to have a minimum electric bill over there, it is $26.14 a month. That's what the electric bill is in that little house right there. That's what I pay for the convenience of having power in that double line. $26.14 a month for electricity. I got a feeling it's gonna be a little bit higher in this house. Oh, I couldn't believe if people in Texas, bless their heart. They were paying $9 a kilowatt. $9 a kilowatt hour for their electricity. That's why they had them thousands of dollars electric bills. Thousands of dollars. $9 a kilowatt. And the electric company, for their argument, they said, well, people had the option to lock in at whatever current rate they were paying, knowing that it could fluctuate. Sons of bitches. Whoever heard of it fluctuate? $9 a kilowatt. I think mine runs 7 cents a kilowatt. And how much extra is it cost? It's costing me about, let's see here. It's costing me in this cold ass weather we've had. Cost me a little bit over $100 to heat that house a month. I can't cry about $3 or $4 a day to stay nice and toasty at the house. Mail call. I'll try to kill a bug. Hey, Creel, Florida. I wish I had a shed full of stuff like that. My mower does not have a steering wheel. Mine don't either. It's got 2 levers. Get PawPaw to 100K. Boy, I wish. Everyone subscribe. Everybody here is a subscriber, Diesel. Our electric bill used to run at $600 to $700 a month when we first moved here. We had to adjust our AC and electric. It now runs $300. That's still a lot of money. I don't cry much in nice weather. Mine runs maybe 100, 110. No, it ain't that much. About 100, because I also pay city sewer on this house here. That's $38 a month. So my electric bill here, heating and cooking and TV watching and washer and dryer and everything I do, electric heat, this past month, I take off my city sewer, less than $300. I ain't gonna cry about that. It's clean. There's no ashes to worry about. There's no fire hazards going on in there. There's no smoking up places. There's no work involved. And gas, God, if I tried to heat gas, it's crazy expensive here. We have no attic, old Florida house, very little insulation. Well, we're down to 68 people. I really do appreciate all the thumbs up I received today. And I appreciate all of you that check in and watch and all that kind of stuff. But I've been on the air now for over 2 hours. It's time for me to call it a day. Do a little bit more out there and fix me something to eat. So, folks, thank you for your support. It means the world to me. I am going to put a link underneath in the description box of this live stream, hoping that you'll go to it and maybe donate $1 or $2 to my grandson's school. He's raised a little bit of money. It's really cool, the video that's on there, because they put his picture in their video saying, and this student did such stuff. Just kind of neat looking. That's old PawPaw bragging about his grandson. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. Bye, everybody.